Spring will be here soon, and the fitness store has new bicycles and bicycle accessories to let you hit the road in style this year. At a recent trade show in Chicago, we discovered a new brand of phone holders called SP Connect. This is a pretty amazing brand because what it provides is a really secure mount of your phone to your handlebars. So basically the way it works is you have a mount that may look like this, or even a power pack that allows you to charge your phone while you're riding. Your phone then turns on and it's extremely secure on the handlebars. Couple different ways of mounting. Of course, I can mount it either way. If I want it mounted in more of a landscape layout, I can set it for that. If I want it more in a portrait layout, I can set it for that. And I've got one mounted on my own bike here, and I've used it a couple of times, and boy, it is probably the nicest phone carrier that I've ever experienced. So SP Connect phone carriers, we can get you a case for your specific phone, or you can get a universal phone clamp. You match that up with one of the mounts that mount to the handlebars, and there's a couple different types there, and it's a secure way of having your phone in front of you during your ride. And you know what? We use our phone for a lot of things, but one of the things we use them for is GPS. We actually can have a map on our handlebars to see where it is that we're going. If you have an e-bike, many e-bikes allow you to basically sync your smartphone to the computer of the bike. And in a sense, your phone then becomes the dashboard, giving you all the information that you want, including speed, distance, battery life, and all of that, all on the dashboard, instead of looking at a small display that may be part of your bike. So come on in, take a look at SP Connect phone mounts. We know you won't be disappointed in the quality of this product. Besides our amazing line of Aventon e-bikes, we also discovered Dahon e-bikes. What makes Dahon e-bikes interesting is that if you are an owner of a motorhome, a small airplane, maybe even a camper or a boat, perfect situation for a Dahon, because believe it or not, at 26 pounds, this is an e-bike. It is the most compact e-bike you're going to find. So I'm going to try to make this look easy. And what I'm going to do is take this bike from its riding position, and I'm going to break it down to the point where it's ready to be folded. And just like that, it's a pretty compact little package that'll fit into a small area. Again, like an airplane, like a boat, like a camper, situations where you want to carry your bike but you don't have a lot of room to do it. So the company is Dahon, D-A-H-O-N. This happens to be their K-Feather model. And again, this bike sells for just $12.99, so it's a very reasonably priced e-bike. Now keep in mind, it's not meant to replace one of our full-size Aventons or even some of our other models of e-bikes, but it certainly is a great option for somebody that has that limited travel space to deal with. Again, Dahon bikes. And the final thing I'm going to talk about today is our line of Kuat carriers. Now let's just say you bought that new e-bike and you want to take it to a trailhead. So, or maybe there's two bikes that you want to take to a trailhead. Instead of trying to fit them in your car or in the back of your pickup truck, Kuat makes some of the best bike carriers available. The one that sells the best for us is called the NV 2.0. It actually will hold bikes up to 60 pounds each. It's great in the way it works because nothing is touching the painted surface of your car. And if you have a 2-inch receiver or even a 1 1/4-inch receiver on your car, this will work wonderfully. Also, nothing touches the painted surface of your bicycle. You get your bike up onto the rack, you press this J-hook down on top of the front tire, you put a strap around your back tire, and you're ready to go. You just do that twice for your 2 bikes. This rack is actually adaptable as well, up to 4 bikes, so you can carry up to 4 bikes with the NV base or the NV 2.0. We also carry the Piston Pro. The Piston Pro gets us up to 67 pounds per bike. Little different system here because it's got a hydraulic attachment that then pushes back down onto the front and back wheels of the bike. Holds the bike in place securely, comes with a locking system, as does the NV that I talked about earlier, does come with a locking system. This, though, bumps you up to 67 pounds per bike. One thing that all of the Kuat racks do, before I go into the last model, is that if you have a hatchback type vehicle and you want access to the back of your vehicle, you have the ability to tip the rack, even with the bikes on it, back, giving you access to the rear hatch of your vehicle, allowing you to get in and out without having to fight the bikes being in the back. So again, that is the Piston Pro. And then finally, a new model for Kuat came out just this year. It's called the Piston Eon, or Piston Ion, I guess it would be better put. This bike rack has a 100 pound per bike weight limit. So virtually any e-bike you could come up with will work on this bike. Anything over 100 pounds you don't want to do, but there aren't that many e-bikes over 100 pounds. The situation here, though, this bike will not be, you cannot take this rack and move it up to a 3 or a 4 bike. It comes as a 2 bike and only a 2 bike. Now, one thing that's also very unique, and I'm going to bring this around here, Sam. So all of the Kuat racks have optional ramps available. So if you're dealing with that kind of heavy e-bike and you don't want to be lifting it up into place, you can get a ramp. It'll set on the rack and allow you to roll the bike right up to the rack. And that way you can go ahead, attach the bike, and not have to be lifting it with every time. So there's a ramp available. The Piston Eon comes with the ramp. The Piston Pro and the NV Base do not, but they are available and I do keep them in stock. So if you want the best racks made for your e-bikes, Kuat does just that. Kuat racks at the fitness store. Come on in and take a look. So there you have it, some of the new bicycle related items for the 2026 cycling season. Stop in and see us. We are at the corner of 14th and Dewey in Manitowoc. We're the fitness store. Serious bikes for serious fun.